Right, but what's occurring? Surely not much, because I haven't uploaded in over a month. Anyways, there are a few things I want to talk about in this video, and yeah, as you can tell by the tone of my voice, it's not going to be like a pissing about video or taking the piss of something, because I want to tell you lot the truth about me. See, I've gained a lot of new subs since I uploaded my last video. I've gained 30 new subs, I believe, and maybe more. I really haven't counted how many I've gained, but I'm extremely grateful for it, because obviously there is something that people like about my channel, and I'm extremely grateful for it, because you're all bloody legends. 2015, I'm going to come out and say it, has been the most challenging year of my life. I mean, late 2014 it started going in the shitter, if you know what I mean. 2014 was end of 2014 was a really hard time, but 2015 made it even harder. I just left school, and I thought that was it. I didn't have to do anything else. My parents were constantly going at me to try and get a job, and I just kept refusing because I had no belief whatsoever that I was able to get working. And obviously I was wrong, because I've got a well-paid job now, and I've come a long way these past few months, honestly. And I compare, well, if you've ever seen Rocky, I'm sure everyone has seen Rocky with Sylvester Stallone, and it's all about that character's rise above and overcoming obstacles in his way. I compare it to that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, because life is hard. Nothing is going to hit as hard as life, and it'll beat you to your knees if you let it. And I cannot emphasize how true that quote is, because nothing is going to hit you as hard as life. When it hits you, your head just plays games with you, and that's what was happening to me most of this year, because I didn't get a job until 23rd of February, right? And before that, I was on the dole for 3 months. Yeah, I mean, I felt really bad that I was depending on taxpayers' money. I really felt bad. But the thing is, I didn't do anything about it, and there's guilt inside me now, and I just felt like a horrible person. And I just felt like the only thing that made me happy was going out with my mates and doing YouTube. And going out with my mates, and practically the last straw was when they said they want to go back to Magaluf, and I was like, oh, I gotta do something, but I'm missing out on so many things. I've got to do something. And ironically, I'm earning more money than my mates. So who would have thought that? And some people work less than what I work for. I mean, I know people which only work for like 50 quid a week. To be honest with you, since I got a job, I'm transitioning into an adult, because I'm 19 years of age, which it's a bit late to transition, but I'm adapting to the adult life now. I've got to get into my head that my childhood is over, and I'm not going to have those school days where I can just have a laugh all the time. Those days will never come back, and the old saying goes, school days are the best days of your life. And I never believed my mother from that when she said it, and she was right. She was right. School days are the best days of your life. But because I don't see these people often anymore, and it broke me some days, because I really wanted to see him again, and I just couldn't. I was probably the stupidest person in that school, like say 2012, mid 2013, because year 12 was horrid for me, and probably the worst year of school of my life, because I don't know how many times I asked the teachers, can I leave? I want to go. But, however, I didn't leave. I stayed there, and I'm going to become Brendan Rodgers with it. I'm going to say I showed great character. I showed great character to come back and prove people wrong. And I did it with my work, and I did it with my vids. I cared too much that I felt like I was a failure, and a failure at life. And practically being on the dole, which has been gaining a lot of attention recently with programs like Skins and Benefits Britain. I did not want to be one of those people. I didn't want to be stereotyped as a benefits scrounger, to be honest. I wanted to get off the dole as soon as possible, but I was too scared to go after what I love. I try my best every time, every flipping time, because And the thing is, I've got too much respect for all of my subs to just ship out a video and end up being shit. It's been a challenging year for me, and I keep saying, stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. But it's extremely hard to stay positive. And the thing is, my mates are all happy now because they are all loved up. They are all loved up, and I want that someday. But I'm not ready for it, and I need to get into my head, but I am not ready for it yet. I just want to live my life and maybe settle down one day with a beautiful, beautiful girl. So maybe it'll happen one day, but I can go on living in hope. I've come a long way these past few months, and all I want to do in my life is make people proud, and I love them all to bits, especially my mates from school, because they can see me. If they don't see me in person, they can see me on YouTube, if you know what I mean, and see, like, this guy has changed. This is not the guy that I have constantly hated. Yeah, so life has been hard this year, but think positively, and positive things will happen. So, and ever since I got a job, positive things have happened. And I'm happy at the moment. But I'd like to achieve more. And with my mates, brilliant mates, but we don't go out much anymore. And for obvious reasons, but I'm not ready for that sort of life yet. I mean, it's maybe in a few years I will be ready for it, but it takes a lot of commitment and a lot of character. So cheers for watching, and if you enjoyed this, leave a like, obviously, and if you want, subscribe to the Welsh Legend, because you all bloody love me, I know you do, because this has been the most challenging year of my life. So see you later, and happy days tomorrow.